Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making some easy, amazing chocolate chip pumpkin bread. So let's get started. First off, set your oven to 350 so it's nice and hot. And now, in a large bowl, we're gonna combine the dry ingredients, starting with 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. That's 210 grams. Perfect. To puff things up, I'm using 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking soda. The baking soda needs an acid to react to. Luckily, this recipe has brown sugar and pumpkin, both of which are acidic. Pumpkin is a very delicate flavor, so we want to amp it up with warming spices. 1 3/4 teaspoons of cinnamon, ground, not sticks. Half a teaspoon of cloves. Half a teaspoon of ground ginger. And to round things out, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm grating mine, but you could use ground nutmeg as well. Grab a whisk. Our scale is done for now. We're gonna whisk this together so all those spices and the baking soda are nice and combined. Wait a second, I forgot the salt. Half a teaspoon of salt. Now whisk this together. By the way, if you like my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes every single week. All done, so now we're gonna set this aside, grab another big bowl, and get the wet ingredients together. The star of our recipe is, of course, pumpkin puree. Pumpkin anything is an American recipe. It's a gourd that's used for sweet things really only in the United States. This recipe comes from the 19th century. That's where you get the origins of all the quick breads that use baking soda or baking powder. And it continues to be popular in the US, but you can find canned pumpkin in the American section of some grocery stores if you're living out of the States. 1 15-ounce can will do the trick. Pumpkin is such a cool ingredient. I love it. Not just because of the flavor, not just because of the color, but it gives you so much moisture. And in a quick bread or a cake, that means that you don't have to use as much oil or fat to get a beautiful texture. So it's not gonna be greasy at all, but it'll be pillowy soft and so delicious. Half a cup of neutral oil, any veggie oil will do. Half a cup or 100 grams of granulated sugar. And 2/3 of a cup or 147 grams of light brown sugar. I'm gonna crumble this in just so I know there's no big lumps. The brown sugar pairs really well with the warming spices, and it gives you a lovely caramel note. If you only have dark brown sugar on hand, you could totally use that. You'll get more flavor, but a darker color. Okay, just right. 2 eggs will hold everything together. 1 and 2. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla for some extra depth of flavor. I'm gonna whisk this all together. You could definitely use an electric hand mixer for this if you prefer, but really it comes together so quickly. Everything's all set except for the chocolate chips. So we're gonna use 1 cup or about 175 grams of chocolate chips, add those right into the dry mixture, and give them a good toss. There we go. We're ready to pour the wet into the dry now, and this recipe is almost done. Quick breads are so easy and fast. And this pumpkin bread is like the perfect fall snacking cake. Fold this together. The one thing you want to avoid is having an overmixed batter. Instead of being fluffy and melt in your mouth, your pumpkin bread will come out of the oven looking perfect, but then as it cools, it'll shrink down, get dense and gummy, and it's not even gonna taste the same. The key to avoiding this is just to mix until combined. Don't mix afterwards. Scrape the bowl down just to find any last remaining pockets of flour, and then this is ready to pop into our pan. Grab a 9x5" loaf pan, give it a quick spray, and this is optional, but I always like to have a parchment cradle. It's just a piece of parchment paper that fits inside and hangs over. Basically, when it comes out of the oven, you can just pull by the handles. It's like an insurance policy that nothing's gonna stick or crack or break. Transfer the batter into your pan. Smooth this out. An optional handful of chocolate chips on top isn't gonna hurt anybody, so sprinkle away if desired. Our pumpkin bread is ready to go into the oven, 350 for an hour and 20 minutes. After an hour, you probably want to tent it with a bit of foil just to protect it from taking on too much color. Your pumpkin bread's done once a skewer comes out of the center clean. This is ready for the oven. In you go. This pumpkin bread will be gone in a flash, but it will last for up to 3 days on the counter, a week in the fridge, or up to 3 months if frozen. Allow your pumpkin bread to cool completely in the pan before removing and slicing, but then you can give it a cut, and just like that, it's ready to enjoy. Pillowy soft, full of flavor, and when the chocolate is still gooey, oh my gosh, this is fall perfection. I hope you get a chance to make this amazing recipe, and if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and check out my pumpkin playlist.